It seems that not only was Captain Marvel a whopping success over the weekend, pulling in almost $500 million, but that the vegetable site known to us as Rotten Tomatoes ended up doing some special heroics for Super Saiyan Brie as well. If the discussions of her being overpowered are now a cause for debate, we really need to look suspiciously at why RT has been meddling with reviews for Captain Marvel, similarly to the 2016 election. I'm not at all surprised that it has come to this. I just hope that more people are aware that apparently RT is capable of being hacked, and that our audience reviews, aka yours and mine, are simply people that are trolls and butthurt fanboys that seek to destroy the all-powerful MCU, as if such a thing is possible. I'm not surprised at this point that RT has decided to disable the comment function prior to a film's release date, because a few years back, IMDb took away its online board where fellow filmgoers could chat as well as discuss other things related to a particular TV show or film. But you have to wonder why it took Captain Marvel, a MCU/Disney film, to bring about all these sudden drastic moves for a site as popular as Rotten Veggie scores. Because one has to simply question how this is all legal, let alone fair, for the folks who have actually seen the movie early, and maybe wanted to give his or her take on the film. Maybe Rotten Veggie Scores doesn't understand that there may in fact be some individuals who just don't like Captain Brigo's Super Saiyan. After all, even now the audience to Veggie score ratio is still pretty conflicting, almost similar to that of Star Wars The Unrequited Love of Rose that released a few years back. Because you have to remember that the fan response to the last hurrah of Snoke was alarmingly different than that of the critics, and that it too was a cause for debate. Normally this wouldn't bother me, but like I said, I just find it interesting and kind of hypocritical that Captain Brie and the Goose Cat were able to cause such a drastic change for the popular Rotten Vegetable site. Now, I don't doubt that a handful of other reviews may in fact be trolls, but I'm positively certain that there are some individuals out there who didn't enjoy the film that much, and maybe that having a different opinion than the popular one from RT is a problem all of a sudden. Finally, many like myself have pointed out that the common theme in summarizing the overall thought on a certain group of films is that they are quote-unquote fun and make the best usage of the formula. But what happens when a large mass of audience members says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs, I mean Mr. Feed, but can you please give us something a little different this time?" A few months back I made a video giving my thoughts on the Captain Marvel trailer, and incidentally enough my title for that video almost does but doesn't contrast the title of this one. Either Rotten Tomatoes does actually care when it comes to a certain brand of superhero films, or maybe they just don't want the narrative to shift when it comes to these type of films. Because now we're seeing this exact thing happen. Not only are more and more audience members speaking their piece and calling out the hypocrisy/bias amongst critics, but they are also letting it be known that something just isn't right. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you who may be listening has a good or great time with the film. This video isn't being made to distract anyone from enjoying the movie. Like I always say, I hope you enjoy the movie, and I hope that whenever I decide to see Captain Brie and the meows of Goose, that I too have a good time with the movie as well. I guess this video could have easily been titled "Same Message, Different Movie" with fun and humor, and maybe then that video would garner more attention, because this is something I've touched on countless times before, only to be hit with sudden contradiction. No one is saying to dismiss a critical response completely, and neither am I, but I just wanted to point out the disparities, and in this case, abrupt policies set in place all thanks to Captain Marvel. Not pointing fingers nor calling names, but honestly just hoping that a select few, or however many people listen to this video, can see what I see. Anyways, rest in peace to Stan Lee, and as always leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment below.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.